Alright friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be planting up some fruit trees. The first fruit tree that we're going to plant up is going to be back in the backyard. We're going to plant up the persimmon. We have an Asian persimmon variety. I cannot pronounce the name, but I'll put the name up on the screen for you guys. And there's two different types of persimmons that you can buy. You could buy an American type, and then you could also buy an Asian type of persimmon. My mom has two giant persimmons in her backyard, and that is the American type. The American type, you have to wait until it's almost ripe and squishy like a tomato before you eat it. If you try to eat it before that, it's very astringent, which means that it just has this like slimy taste in your mouth. It's not appetizing at all. So for the Americans one, you have to wait until it's very ripe. For the Asian persimmon, you don't have to wait until it's that ripe. You can still go ahead and enjoy those persimmons. I went ahead and purchased the Asian variety of persimmon because my mom has the American, so I don't need that one. And then this also max out, I believe, at 10 feet tall and 10 feet wide. So it's perfect for a backyard garden. And then it also gives like a nice dark fall color. So having it in the landscape will give a little bit of variation with the green colors of the other tree. This will give some interest. So the placement that I'm planning to put it is perfect to kind of mix it up a little bit between the fruit trees that are on the opposite end of the garden currently. The other tree that we're going to be planting is a banana tree. And this banana tree, I actually had it as a small pup, and I grew it indoors from around late summer until now. So it's pretty tall now, and the whole entire idea in my head is that if I grow it for a few months inside and then bring it outdoors when it's large, then there's a higher chance that I'll actually be able to get bananas off of that tree. So this year is the first year that I'm really giving it a go. Last year I tried to just plant it out from I think early spring, did not get fruit, so maybe this is the way to go. And then once this banana tree gets a pup again, I will continue the cycle of growing it for a few months indoors and then bringing it outside to continue the growth and then hopefully put on fruit again. So that is the whole idea. And then the last tree that I'm going to be planting is a olive tree. This is the Arbequina or Arbequina. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put the name on the screen as well. And this is a olive tree that you could both, the fruit is edible, and then you could also make olive from it. I just always wanted an olive tree, and this one is hardy down to zone 7. I'm a little bit worried about it, so I'm going to be placing it in my front yard. That is the south facing side. That is the south facing side of my home. So that means when it snows, that area, the snow melts quicker, so it won't have as much chill time or snow on top of it as the other plants. And that is going to be it. As I'm planting everything, I'm going to give you guys more details about the specific varieties, their zones. If I don't remember, I'll also put it on the screen for you guys, but let's get into planting them. So this is the Irie Gyro. Help me guys, I'm trying my best. But this is the hardiest Asian persimmon, and it features medium to large non-astringent fruit that is sweet even when picked firm, seedless, heat tolerant, ripens in September to October. This is grafted, so you want to make sure that you're not bearing it above the graft point, because you don't want that area to grow, because that's not the plant that you want growing. So you want to make sure that you are putting soil only below that graft point. It's self-pollinating, and the hardiness zone is 6 to 9. It needs full sun, and yeah, it maxes out at 8 to 10 feet tall and wide. So this is perfect for a small backyard. If you want to have a persimmon, there's also this Giambo variety that I wanted to get, and they actually sold out of that really quickly. Can never get my hands on that, but that one is also self-pollinating, and grows about the same 8 to 10 feet tall and wide, and then also has a beautiful fall color as well. Okay, so this came in this container. We're going to put the persimmon right in this area here. When it comes to container, the best thing to do if you're unsure of like how tall you should plant anything, just use the container as a guide. Plant the same height that it was in the container. So I'm going to, this has like an opening at the bottom. I'm just going to push up a bit and get this out. Oh. This is just a tag, and if you notice it has this tag at the bottom, try to remove that immediately. Sometimes you may plan on moving it later on, and before you know it, the trunk gets really thick, and if this is still on it, this will suffocate the trunk, and then you'll start seeing it die from the top. So the best thing to do is to just remove it from the very beginning. And I like to choose like a weak branch, like something really tiny, to then put it back on. Or they also gave you a tag that you could just stick into the ground. So you could choose whichever one you'd like to go with. I'm gonna tap the soil down around it a little bit, not too much where it suffocates the roots. I'm actually going to take these off as well. Just restake it a bit. I'm gonna come back in with something to keep it upright. Right here is actually the graft point, so it's a lot higher than even the root system, so it makes it a bit easy, but sometimes the graft point is pretty close to the top of the roots. So you just want to be mindful whenever you're planting anything that's grafted. Try not to get any soil above the graft period, the graft point, because then whatever tree that they grafted it on, that part is going to start growing, and you definitely don't want that. So this is where we're going to be placing the banana tree. And let me give you guys some facts about this one. Okay, so I'm not sure which I'm actually not sure which banana plant I have. It could either be the golden African banana plant, which is hardy from zone 7 to 10. And these grow large, delicious bananas, sweet, but they get 20 feet tall. And this selection is supposed to be very cold tolerant. But it could also be the Raja Puri banana plant, which grows 10 to 12 feet. This is also supposed to be cold hardy and wind resistant. It's a stunning ornamental banana tree that has stout trunk and has very sweet fruit. So also hardy to zone 7, from zone 7 to 10. So we shall see how tall this gets, and that will be the indicator of which banana tree this is. But we're going to plant it right here, and right now I believe this is a Limelight Prime hydrangea that's growing right here. So I'm going to dig her up and place her somewhere else, because this is not where I wanted her to go. I think I just placed her here because I just needed to put her somewhere while I figure out the final planting place for her. So we're gonna dig her up, and then we're going to plant the banana. Same thing, the same height as what we have in the container. This is just a 12 by 12 container. When I started her in here, she was about this high. So maybe 8 inches or so. I'm gonna peel off this leaf because it's yellowing, and I don't want the plant to work on trying to make her green or whatever. So let's actually get started. here is the banana roots from the other banana plant that I kept out here to test if it'll stay green or come back. It definitely didn't. So that's why I changed my method to actually bringing it in for the winter and then taking it back out in the summer months. So the easiest way to do this is to kind of dig the same size as the pot. So when I put this in here, it should fit nicely. So that way when I take that out, I could just drop it into the planting space without any problems. Voila! I don't see any bunch of roots coming out. It seemed like the perfect size. There's no roots wrapping around. It's not root bound at all. So that's a good sign. Just bring her up just a little bit. So her boots come in handy. We're just gonna kick some soil to cover her up. So the last one here is going to be the olive tree. If you guys remember, we had the Grenada pomegranate here that we moved to the back. This is the only olive tree that I found that's hardy in zone 7. And it has a weeping form, originated in Spain. Features black fruits which will ripen in mid-fall. Excellent quality fruit that can be used for fresh eating or in the production of olive oil. And it's supposed to be frost resistant and climate change well, surviving temperatures down to 22 degrees Fahrenheit. So we shall see if it doesn't survive here, which is the best spot that I could possibly put it in, then I'm just going to probably buy another one and keep it inside. But fingers crossed that it goes well. Sun is coming out, so let's plant this one really quickly. It is quite muggy out here right now. I just finished planting up all the trees. I did spend a little bit more time weeding in the front. I feel like with weeding, it's kind of one of those tasks that you have to do over time, just little by little. So that's what I'm planning to do today. It's so humid, so I might go ahead and change my shirt. But thank you guys again for watching this video. If you have any of those fruit trees, if you enjoy those fruits, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you planted them in a zone 7 and they're doing well, let me know what you've done to keep those fruit trees alive. But continue to Irie up yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.